Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Jayco Eagle 28.5 RSTS fifth wheel. You guys have picked a beautiful unit. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things I want you to take into consideration. First, your slides. You have your rear slide on your campsite. Then you have your wardrobe slide and your main slide in the back there. So I want you to take those into consideration. And then where your power and water hookups are. Your power is going to be toward the front of the unit on your off camp side. Same thing with your water. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facility. So after you've unhooked our hitch, which our hitch man is going to go over with you, you're going to come in here to your auto leveling system. You're going to hold these two arrows. That's going to turn your unit on. Then you're just going to hit auto level. Now what I do recommend is having your slides out before hitting auto level. That way they'll take into account the weight of your slides. Once you've got your unit level, now we're just going to go ahead. I'll also mention down here's other instructions. We're going to hook up our water and electricity. Our unit does come with this 3-amp power cord. The way they hook in now is they enter and then twist. So put it on, put it in, twist it. You'll know you've got power. This blue light will light up. At the end of your power, you have 50 amp service. At the end of your power, should you need to go to 30 amp, which most parks are, you have this 50 to 30 dog bone. And should you need to plug into 110, also in your convenience pack is this 30 amp to 110 adapter to go on here. Just remember, when running off 110, you're only going to want to run one AC unit and maybe not your fireplace. Got our power hooked up. Let's hook our water up. So down here in your docking station is all your instructions on how to set these two handles for different situations. We're going to be plugged in at a camp, so we're going to use city water. Both of them point to the outside, both these point to the outside. Go to your city water connection, open this up, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to hook up your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in the unit, keeping you from blowing out your lines. So always use this whenever putting water into your unit. Hook that up, hook the hose up to it, but before you turn your water on, come right here to your right to your hot water heater. Inside your hot water heater, it's going to be your rod and drain plug. You're going to put this back in. You may have left it out from last time you were camping, or it may be back in there. Into the 1/8 socket, tighten that up. Make sure that's plugged. Once that's plugged, you can go ahead and turn on your water. Once your hose has been running for a while, you're going to come up here to this pressure release valve on top of your hot water heater. You're going to pull on that. Air is going to come out. Air is going to come out. And eventually, water will flow out of here steadily. Once water is flowing out of there, you know your hot water heater can be turned on from inside. You do have one switch out here, electric element, on and off. Only use that if you're hooked up to 110. Otherwise, turn it on from indoors. Two different ways to turn on from indoors, gas or electric. Now let's say we're going camping and we're going to be dry camping, potable water. No city water connect to hook up to, so we're going to go to dry camp. It simply says turn the green handle down, keep the blue to the right, fill it up in the same spot. What that's going to do now is fill up your dry tank. Again, do the same thing. Fill up your tank until you burp the hot water heater. Again, you can light that from indoors. However, when using City Water Connect, or excuse me, when using your potable water connect, you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Only turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. You don't need it for City Water Connect. A couple other ways to hook up: to sanitize, to tank fill, and to winterize. Got our water hooked up, our electricity hooked up. Let's walk you around the unit, show you a few other things. Finishing up here in this docking station at the top, you have a satellite hookup. Excuse me, that is your hookup for solar power. Excuse me. Next to that, you do have a outdoor shower with this spray port hose that'll hook on there. Here's where you bypass your hot water heater if winterizing. Down below that, cable and satellite hookups, black tank flush we'll talk about when dumping our tanks. This is where you winterize your unit and sanitize it. Down below that's going to be your handles for your black and gray tanks. And then down below that you do have a little hole to run your hoses through. Here's your pass-through storage. Battery disconnect. This will be important later when I talk to you about your carbon monoxide detector. Up here in front is your propane. Coming back here is your furnace heat release. You're running your furnace, steer clear of that, get rather warm. Your hot water heater. Low point drain underneath here. Talk about that when leaving the campsite. Another low point drain. Back there, that little gray handle. Be easier to get to when we're leaving the campsite and the slides are closed. Come around the back of your unit, you do have a ladder. Come up there and check your seams. Caulk anything that may need caulking or cracking. The unit is prepped for a Furion backup camera. It's a device that you put on the dash of your vehicle. It electronically communicates with that device, gives you a backup camera. Coming over here to your campsite, you have your outdoor kitchen here. Lighting up here. 110 with GFCI Protect. Another spot to get one of those Furion backup cameras. And this is all prepped for a television. Pull your grill out. Propane connection there. And to the left back there is your propane connection. Come around the side of your unit. There's the vent for your microwave. Above there where it says Solaris slide toppers, that's put there so you know what kind of slide toppers and where to install the slide toppers. Come around the front of your unit. You have some outdoor speakers. A little light for outside. Your step above steps, which we'll talk about when closing the unit up. That blue hose spray port you can use over here. Again, your pass-through storage. Cable in 110 if you want to put a TV out here as well. And over on this side, be your other propane. And that is for your spare tire crank. You have a handle to crank this down for your spare tire. And up front, your batteries. I recommend checking your posts now and then, making sure they're all hooked up. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. Coming up inside your unit, first thing I want you to take note of is where your fire extinguisher is. That's your entry doorway. Make sure that everyone that's camping with you knows where the fire extinguisher is in case of emergency. Close your door here. Entry in the hallway. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. This, you'll see a few of these throughout the unit. These are temperature readers, so it keeps your thermostat working good. Reads the temperature throughout the unit. Here's your lighting. Just click on and off. Up above this, your command center. I don't know how well you can see it, but you control everything from here. Top button on the left will light up your screen. Your awning, down the bottom here's where you select. Your slides. You can retract or extend here. Change this to your room temperature. You can select, you can pair your device, go to advanced, temperature in the unit. Here you can check your tanks, check your fresh tank. Oh, just shut off all the lights. Check your fresh tanks, shows they're all empty. Oh, there you go. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Here's where you turn on your water heater if you're hooked up to electric. And here's where you turn on if you're hooked up to gas. Here's where you run your awnings in and out. And again, your slides. Control everything from there. This is pre-wired for solar, so this is a cutout pattern for the techs if you ever get a solar panel put in here. All the way to the floor below everything is an access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. Looks like you have mostly 15s in there. I highly recommend you keep a handful of those with you when you go camping. So 25s down here. Coming into your living room area now. Gonna go around to the opposite side of your island here. Down here you're going to have your 110 with GFCI reset. Below that is going to be your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention that it's 12 volt is it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day and you're not hooked up to power, go ahead and use your battery disconnect to disconnect this battery. Or disconnect the batteries so that this carbon monoxide detector won't run them down. Coming over to your stove, you do have a panel light here on the left. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. And you do have auto light here. Simply turn this to light, hit your starter, and we've got flames. Self-explanatory microwave above that. Do have a owner's manual for that as well. Individual lighting here. This is for a Furrion Bluetooth wireless speaker that you can purchase to go in here, and it charges on here all the time and take it wherever you want. Coming to your Furrion fridge, all electric. Coming over to your television, Insignia television. Let's go down to the bottom and talk about your fireplace. They're not made for just looks anymore. Yeah, I can go through here and change the flame into all kinds of pretty colors, but the biggest advantage to a fireplace nowadays is the heat. It's kicking heat out right now. So if you're camping and you're plugged in and it's a little chilly, instead of using up your gas, go ahead and turn this fireplace on and it'll warm it up in here rather quickly. Coming up here, right hand side of the entertainment center, is your Bluetooth DVD CD player, auxiliary in, headphone jack, 3 zones. You can play your music indoors, outdoors, or both. Everything accessible right here. Right on the side of your sofa, you do have a 110 and USB ports there. Same thing on the opposite side. Your lighting for above the sofa. It'll be right here. And I'm going to show you real quick how to turn your sofa into a bed. Rather simple process. Simply remove your Velcro cushions. I recommend standing in the middle, gives you better leverage. Simply lift it up, open your legs out, and pull it towards you. Back down, and you got a nice comfortable bed. Reverse the process to put everything away. Again, stand in the middle. Flip it forward. Lay it down and return your cushions. More Velcro down here. And just that quickly you're back to a sofa. Over here, your theater seating, you have what I call parachute pull. Pull up on that to recline your chaise lounge. You have USB, heat and massage, and an accent light here. Around your table here. This will lift up. For storage underneath there, it is on a hydraulic jack. And you just pull this forward for an extension. Your big pantry with motion sensor light, LED lighting in there. Great place for shoes. Just look up into the ceiling really quick. Down on this end, you have your smoke alarm. Make sure you keep fresh batteries in there. Here's your internet upgradable. You can hook 4G onto this. There's an upgrade. Coming up your hallway into your bathroom. Main thing I just want to mention in here is that you do have some plumbing to keep an eye on. Plumbing behind your toilet and plumbing under your sink. Just maintain it like you would your home. Coming into the bedroom, your big wardrobe slide. On this side of the bed, entertainment center, you have a 110 by the nightstand and USB ports over on this side. You also have all this under bed storage. Those are fold-up chairs that match the chairs at your table. Just allows them to travel easier. Again, another heat sensor, temperature reader, and your unit is prepped for a TV mount and television hookup up here, 110 or 12 volt. You do have a hand crank open vent for in here. Make sure that's down for travel. That about covers everything on the inside. I just want to mention that when we're leaving and closing up our slides, make sure that everything is clear. Make sure you have nothing next to the bed here. Coming out into the living room. Make sure there's nothing in between there. As well as on this side, make sure all doors are not left open. Make sure you close that so that that slide doesn't catch in this handle. Secure down your chairs. You have straps here for your chairs to secure down. And then close up our slides. And now we're going to act like we're getting ready to leave the campsite. Close up our slides, we're going to head outside and close it up. Alright, as we're closing up a unit, first thing I want to make sure you know, opening or closing these steps, make sure your exterior door is all the way open, otherwise this will catch on it. You do have a strut assisted. It's literally floating in the air right now with no hands. You do have adjustable feet on this, so you can just adjust by this cotter pin here. Several different holes to go through. So lift this up into the doorway. See what I mean about needing that clear? Run it right up in there. Close your exterior door. Lift and turn this handle. Lock your door, and most importantly, deadbolt it. You don't want a horror story of your door flying open going down the road. So deadbolt your unit. Now we're going to go around to our off-camp side. We got our Hitch all hooked up. Coming to your auto leveling system. Over here you just hit retract all. And turn your auto leveling system on and hit retract all. Shut it off the same way. Then we got some low point drains to bring down. Next to your sewage dump, right here, a couple low point drains. Open them up, drain all your water out. And then come back here for one more low point drain. And pull that handle there. After low point drains are drained, we're going to come out here. We're going to burp our hot water heater, let the air out of the lines, and remove our drain plug. Then we're going to come to our dumping station. We're going to hook up the sewage hose. Comes with your convenience pack. Come inside your area here, and we're going to pull our black tank. Once you pull our black tank and it sounds like it's no longer draining, we're going to once again hook up our water pressure regulator, hook it up to our tank flush, turn on the hose with your black tank open, and run that for about 5 minutes. That's going to wash out your black tank. After you've done that, shut your black tank off, close your black tank, pull your gray tank. Once that sounds like it's done, pull your other gray tank. That's going to be cleaner water as your sinks and your showers, and clean out your sewage hose. Once you've done that, you're all set. You can leave the camping area. Again, thank you for choosing TradeWinds. We hope you guys enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping.